The Red Dead franchise is one of the most successful video game franchises of all time, having sold around 95 million copies, making it the joint 24th highest selling video game franchise. And that's despite only having 3 games, whereas the others around them have several. But what makes it even more impressive is how those sales are split, with Red Dead Redemption 2 making up an incredible 70 million of those 95 million sold copies, far surpassing the first Red Dead Redemption's 25 million sales. But hang on, I said that there were 3 games in the Red Dead franchise, but based on the total 95 million sales and these sales statistics, it appears there are just 2. Red Dead Revolver came out in 2004, and unless you're as old as me, you'll be forgiven for not even knowing that this game exists. In fact, even if you are as old as me, you'd be forgiven, as it has sold just 900,000 copies up to 2010. That is less than 1% of the total franchise's sales. So I decided that I would go back and play the game that started it all, the foundation on which 2 of the greatest games of all time were built, to see if I could spot the potential. And to give it a fair shake, I decided that I would also keep playing the game until I achieve every trophy, which was not in any way a decision I would later come to regret. Die! I'm gonna lose my mind. In this game, you control a bounty hunter called Red Harlow, who is on the hunt to get revenge for the death of his parents at the start of the game. And when I started the game, I was actually really looking forward to it, as this was actually a game that I had when I was a kid, and a game that I remember being very fond of. I remember spending hours LARPing as a cowboy and being amazed by the cutting-edge graphics. Yeah, they don't look quite as impressive 21 years later. In fact, I don't think they're particularly impressive in 2004, but 8-year-old me was too dumb to care. In the very next mission after Red's parents die, we are introduced to a feature that has remained in every Red Dead since this one. Time to learn the art of the Deadeye. Right, this is the one mechanic that I think stuck around. Draw your gun with the L1 button. When you have 1 or more Deadeye bars, yeah. Start Deadeye mode with the R2 button. Yeah. Just like Red Dead 2, man. Honestly, couldn't tell a difference, to be honest. A lot of people will think that this is Red Dead 2. We are then introduced to another new mechanic, dueling, another element of the game that was kept around. In this game, dueling works very similarly to how it is in the first Redemption, although I have to say it's far less refined. Because unlike Redemption, in Revolver you have to keep the target on the enemy for a few seconds before the marker turns red to insinuate a hit, which just makes it feel really slow and unresponsive. And in later, more difficult duels, it can be so frustrating. Fuck! This is fucking hard. At the end of our first one, though, we got our first trophy. Get fucked! Quick on the draw! First trophy. Win a duel in story mode. Nice! After successfully defending a train from outlaws... I've just jumped off a fucking train. I'm dead. I'm on... Come back! Oh, thank God the train's going really, really slow. Oh, I've crouched. We visit the town of Brimstone, which acts as a hub between missions where Red can spend money that he has earned from taking down bad guys. In Brimstone, there is a general store, a bank, a saloon, a tailor, and a gunsmith, all selling stock that you can buy. Some of these items, like the guns, can be used in missions, others increase Red's health or Deadeye meter, while others unlock characters that can be used on the side mode Showdown, or pages in Sheriff Bartlett's journal. And of course, there is a trophy for buying every item in the game, as well as completing Sheriff Bartlett's journal. After buying everything we can and then talking to the sheriff, we head back out outlaw hunting, easily taking out Pig Josh. He's so fast! He's so fast! Come on! First time, baby! Woo! Gunslinger. Get a combo for over $500 in story mode on any difficulty. Easy. Before something quite interesting happened. Wait, am I playing as Jack? Yeah, in this game, you don't play as Red for the whole game. In fact, you play as 6 different characters throughout the story. Although every character other than Red only has a single mission. If I'm honest, I enjoyed this. It's a nice change of pace as each character has their own weapon set and unique ability. So from a gameplay standpoint, I actually think it's quite well done. We continue on with the story, taking down outlaw boss after outlaw boss after outlaw boss, making the most of the odd glitch whenever I could.
Haven't you had enough yet?
Oh my god, is he glitched?
Hold still, bounty hunter. I'll make it quick.
He's glitched. Boys, we've got him. And then came one of the most frustrating missions of the game. In fact, almost any game I've ever played. In this mission, we play as General Diego, a general for the Mexican army as he fights against US forces. And the mission itself is split into 3 phases. The first is simply fighting against US servicemen. The next segment then has Diego using flares to aim the Mexican artillery at US cannons to destroy them. Seems fair enough. But then came the final phase, and this is truly where it becomes brutal. In the final phase, we have to defend 2 Mexican soldiers against a flood of US servicemen, as well as the remaining US cannons, so that they can set what feels like fucking 100 charges to blow up the bridge. And I cannot stress enough how useless these soldiers are. They will literally stand in front of enemies, miss shots, and then die in 3 hits. And if they both die, you fail the mission. Oh, and of course, if you fail the mission, you don't start from the phase you died in. Oh no, you have to replay the whole mission again. When I tell you that this mission broke me, I do not say that lightly. Don't tell me that's game over. I will lose my mind. Oh, it's right at the beginning. I'm gonna lose it. This mission is gonna be the death of me. Fuck this game. I'm done. I can't do this. This is the most frustrating mission I've ever played in any game. It's just ridiculous. One, my man, you've got to hurry up, buddy. Oh, thank God. I think I've done it. Oh, I'm so done. I'm so done after that. That was miserable. That was fucking miserable. It took me about 45 minutes of plain and blood-boiling frustration until I could complete this mission. And I'm going to be honest, I was not enjoying myself. The next few missions, thankfully, were fairly easy in comparison until we reached this chapter, where we had to take down a bunch of enemies, including one firing on us with a Gatling gun. After taking out all the enemies, it took me about 10 minutes to realize that I actually have to climb up this balcony after taking down the enemies, because once again, the game did not make that clear. Eventually, we made our way to the Gatling gun, and this is where the fun began. Because once again, if I reached this part of the mission and died, I had to replay the whole mission again. I died. All the way back here? Oh, you're taking the piss, game. Oh, mate, I'm gonna die again. Shit, don't shoot me, please. No! Ah! This game is ass. This game is ass, man. This game is ass. Ah! I can't do it. I can't keep getting to that exact same f***ing stage and just dying. Come on! That's got to be a checkpoint. That's got to be a checkpoint. Don't do this to me. We eventually completed the mission and faced off against the boss, which once again proved that the balancing of this game was off, because I had died several times in the base mission and then took the boss down with relative ease. Come on! Yes! Oh. After another fight on a moving train and killing Diego, we head back to Brimstone for a dueling contest. before the final mission of the game where we siege the house of the man responsible for our parents' death, finding the man responsible on the roof and taking him down in possibly the most anticlimactic way possible.
I get a second chance.
Come on!
Never did like him much.
Oh! Yeah! Pea shooter, complete the game on normal difficulty. We did it, boys! We did it, and I did not get stressed at any point. I kept my cool. I did not get annoyed. Ah! But of course, just completing the game wasn't enough, as I only had 3 of the 13 trophies. I mean, that's just embarrassing. So next, I set my sight on completing the Bounty Hunter challenges. Now, if you're familiar with the Assassin's Creed series, the Bounty Hunter challenges are very similar to full sync objectives. Essentially, I have to recomplete 20 of the 27 chapters in the game, but adhere to certain requirements while doing so. Some of them are fairly easy. For example, the first chapter where I have to shoot all the enemies in the head. Oh, hats off! Get 6 fatal headshots and 6 consecutive shots with a pistol. Let's go. Come on! It was broken until today. Oh! Complete a chapter with 100% accuracy. Did it first time as well. But others are damn right evil. For example, you remember that mission that I loved so dearly where we had to defend those soldiers setting the charges? Well, the challenge for that mission is that you need to keep both charge setters alive, not just one. Please. I don't get it. I can't do this. I can't do it. Which means you have to defend 2 useless AI who are often at 2 different parts of the bridge from a barrage of enemies and cannons. It was miserable. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't have the mental capacity to deal with it. Fuck this game, man. Just fuck it. It's just such a shit challenge, man. I'm gonna lose my mind. It's okay, Connie Bet. Thanks, man. Give me a second. I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she's a wailing for me. Just across the bar, my seat's been taken by some sunglasses. Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god. I then had to replay that other awful mission. And then finally, there is the siege mission where you have to complete the level without letting Jack get below 50% health. Now, thankfully, Jack and Annie are much more capable than the AI on the bridge, but due to the barrage of enemies, it was still fucking tough. What did make it significantly easier, though, is that the last Bounty Hunter challenge I did unlocked a cheat that gives Red infinite Deadeye. Now, I have to be honest, initially when I picked this game and looked at the guide on PSN profiles, I had 0 intention of using cheats. I thought that was, well, cheating. And just generally not in the spirit of the video. But boys, at this point, I had played the game for 9 hours and I wasn't enjoying it. I just wanted it to end. I didn't care about spirit. I was willing to take any shortcut presented to me. So yeah, I used the infinite Deadeye. And you know what? When I completed the siege mission, I abused the golden gun cheat that makes standard enemies one-shot kill. And then, after completing the final bounty, I abused the fuck out of invincibility. And you know what? No regrets. Don't care. Glad I did it. I will say, in my defense, I didn't actually need to do these bounties in order. I could have skipped straight to the last few bounties, earned the cheats, then gone back and done the earlier ones to make them a piece of piss. But I didn't do that. So, if you're gonna get mad at me, well, at least I didn't do that. Out for blood! Complete every chapter in Bounty Hunter mode. Oh my god. So many of those were miserable.
1 hour later.
Hey guys, there's been a mishap on my part. I do apologize. Essentially, my drive that I was recording to ran out of storage, and I didn't realize that OBS had stopped recording, and I earned a trophy, which you earn full boat. Sorry, get a full house in Showdown with Hold'em power-ups. Honestly, you missed nothing. It was the most boring gameplay. It was me and one AI, and I just kept killing them over and over again. It was boring. Like, genuinely, I've been sat here for like 45 minutes doing it. You missed absolutely nothing other than the trophy popping. But it did pop. Here it is. Full boat. So now we're on to playing the story mode. Again, for a third time. With 7 trophies in the bag, it was time to replay through the game once again, but on hard difficulty, in order to earn the trophy 6 shooter. Thankfully, being able to use and abuse the cheats that we had unlocked made this a lot simpler. This is a lot easier with the cheats, man. Like, obviously it's a lot easier with the cheats. But Jesus Christ, this is my least favorite mission in the game. Maybe joint with the fucking Diego mission. And it is just an absolute fucking breeze. Obviously, I'm invincible and every shot I hit does kills. But God, I'm not gonna lie, it does feel good to get my revenge. While playing through the game again, I made sure to purchase all the items that I'd missed during my first playthrough, earning the trophy well provisioned. Okay, well, I'm probably gonna die. Oh, got him. Nice. 6 shooter. Complete the game on hard difficulty. Nice. At this point, I had all but 1 page done on the journal as well. The final page I was missing was for this guy, Manny Quinn. In order to unlock the page for Manny Quinn, you need to go into a showdown match and burn yourself alive for a cumulative total of 6 minutes. So, while watching this Drew Gooden video,
Holy shit, that looked painful.
I proceeded to burn Sheriff O'Grady alive. Right, hopefully this is... There we go! Historical account. Complete the journal. Nice. Next, I had to complete a chapter in Redwood Revolver mode. This is basically the same as usual, except you play as Manny Quinn. Thankfully, it can be any chapter, so I just replayed the first one and got through it in a few minutes. And that left us with just 2 trophies left to get. Untouchable, which requires you to complete a chapter on very hard difficulty without taking damage, which was pretty easy considering I'm invincible. And then finally, Sharpshooter, for completing the game on the hardest difficulty. Sharpshooter! Complete the game on very hard difficulty, 100%. Of course, there is no platinum for this game. Which makes you wonder, was it worth it? No, it fucking wasn't. So do I feel bad for using the game provided cheats and not completing it? Legit. Fuck no. I hated playing this game. It is clear to me why this is the forgotten older brother of the Red Dead series. I found it frustrating, clunky. The story just wasn't that interesting, and I'm glad that I never have to play it again. 4 out of 10, wouldn't recommend. But do you know what I would recommend? I'd recommend you check out this video on me getting the platinum in LA Noire. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace.